Hello, my name is Mason Guo from SHMS, Swiss Hotel Management School. I'm a BA2 student. This video is about my last internship which took place in Jeddah Marriott, Hangzhou, which is my hometown. When I was an intern, I was a concierge boy, or basically a bellboy. That I work at the concierge desk. My job was to greet the guests, to take the luggage, and provide some city information for the guests. So our hotel is actually 5 minutes from my home, so it's very close to my home, and I know the city very well. I was born in the city called Hangzhou. I was raised up there. I lived there for 18 years. I know every street of the city, and I know every corner of the city. So that's why I work as an internship in the city. So let me tell you something about my internship, which was the funny part. So the funny part is I get to meet all those clients. All my guests are from all over the world. So Marriott was a American group. However, there French people staying in the hotel. There even Chinese staying in the hotel and Americans staying in the hotel. I get to meet all those kind of different people. I know how to deal with different kind of guests. There are easy guests. There are difficult guests. I'm gonna share you some stories about my experience with my guests. So there was this guest called Lawrence Cooper. He was a very loyal customer to Marriott Group, and he was traveling from Hong Kong to my city Hangzhou for his business stuff. So he was a cheese dealer. So he sells cheese to a local market, and basically he sells the cheese to our kitchen as well. So upon his arrival, well, he took a limo from our hotel, so we know Miss Cooper is coming. So I was the bellboy greeting Miss Cooper. So upon his arrival, I used his name to greet him. It was a rainy afternoon. I even took an umbrella. Oh, it's my job to make sure the customer is happy. And I saw him carrying this huge, like a tank, huge box. And I asked Miss Cooper, so what's in this box? Do you need special way to store this box for you? And he said, of course. And because he's carrying the cheese, so cheese has to be stored in the deep freezer, right? So I without doubt I told Miss Cooper that I can put his cheese, his baby. Well, he called his baby. So I put his baby in the deep freezer. Unfortunately, that the deep freezer for concierge, which located in the kitchen, was too small. So I called my manager. We find this place in our staff cafeteria kitchen area. So this has a huge deep freezer room like the one we have in the school. So we put the cheese in the deep freezer. That's normal stuff. I think that's basically what concierge should do. However, on his second stay with us, I didn't even ask Miss Cooper if he wants this room for his baby, and I just do it. And also, when he's leaving the hotel, I provided free dry ice to keep his baby cool during the flight to Hong Kong, which is like 2 and 3 hours, and he's very satisfied. And on his third stay, we went to this place called Longjing Village together. It's very famous for the green tea, and I even found a place for Miss Cooper to stay in his next stay, in his next stay in the city, because he's thinking of having a headquarters in the city. And also I've met some tricky guests. So this guest called David Boyle. He's from Southern California, and he's selling furnitures to Chinese markets. And he's kind of one of those difficult guests to deal with. He's very specific. He's very stricted with his food and his drinks. So this one day I got off work, and I ran into Miss Boyle in the bar we have. It's called Velocity Bar, and I just sitting there drinking my beer, and I saw Miss Boyle sitting there as well alone. So I went up and greeted Miss Boyle, and I said, "No, you want me to buy your drink?" So we, because I'm the host of the city, because I was born here. I was more like a host instead of a concierge, instead of a serviceman. So we talked about a lot of things, historical background of the city, the place you should go to get laid, to get girls, to get a drink, the legal stuff or illegal stuff even. Well, then we became friends. And on his next day, I believe, and he came to me. He came to me for help with this cell phone cards, and I did. And I heard this story he's having with our front desk agent, because he thinks he saw the front desk agents are poor in English. So I actually made a joke about it. So I said there was a time I was in Lausanne, Switzerland. I walked into a McDonald's, and this manager of this McDonald's told me that if you don't speak French, don't even come into this McDonald's. Well, I was very upset about it, as I said to Miss Boyle, and because Marriott is also an American corporation, so that has similarity with my stories. And Mr. Boyle laughed. I think that was the biggest moment of my internship, because I turned a angry guest into a satisfied guest, and that happened in the elevator. Just 1 minute. I think the most important part of being a concierge is to know the city and know the culture, and to be able to read people. Well, I'm hoping I'm going to have a even more exciting internship next time. So thank you for watching the video.